Meow every roll call anytime someone says it.
You are furry.
I heard Garth, I heard Kirsty. Dorky, you there?
I'm not here.
Okay, we'll wait for Kirsty and Tricky then.
Still pissing.
This is just...
Oh, Earth.
Get the...
That's very rude. You know, a lady does not piss, okay?
Oh, Delva's back at full.
A lady
Unless they're
tingle.
the-
Says you.
A lady doesn't tinkle either. Nothing. A lady never needs to go to the loo. It's just a man thing.
Bathrooms are just jazz clubs.
All
seen
food
that?
and drink go in and is perfectly dispersed, and there is no waste product.
Yeah. Exactly.
You release it through the pores like spores.
Yeah. That sounds so much worse than anything anyone could have said.
I think piss is pretty gross, Garth. I guess you don't think that. I guess you
No,
think
don't
piss
start
is
this.
like-
No, don't start this.
Are you a little
Is it-
piss boy, Garth?
I
Yeah,
hate it
you-
here.
Are you a little dirty piss boy?
Is a piss boy Garth all along?
Yeah, I think he's a piss boy.
I think he's a piss
Don't
boy.
you start.
I think he is. Yeah.
Little piss boy.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's all right, champ. Everyone's got their own little freakish little quirks.
Little fucked up thing
yeah,
about him.
Ruffles
like you
your
wanna
hair, recoils because it's gross and wet.
I just took a shower, I swear.
Yeah, what color was the shower?
Yeah. Well,
I gotta go.
Jesus Christ.
It was lemons.
If you could liken the type of shower you took to some kind of element on the periodic table, what would it be? Would it be like zinc or silver or gold?
That was such like a stretch
Gold
of
is
a
the
joke.
way.
Even
Oh my god.
If you asked Garth what his favorite element on the periodic table would be, you'd think it would be gold, but it'd actually be piss. And you'd be like, Garth, that's not on the periodic table. You'd be like, I don't care.
I choose violence.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
Ray's.
It's just floating.
Vibin'.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Dorky back yet?
Dorky's not back yet.
Dorky, are you here?
Yeah.
Alright. Send an at.
Gonna have to put her down.
What did you say to add her or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm having flashbacks to the start of the game. Just glad this time it's not at me.
Who said it
See,
wasn't
it's-
Ricochet?
Let's see, the Sakanis would disintegrate. The Devourers would begin returning back to the Void. So only the Sigillian Prime's body would be the last one remaining.
Let me shit on it.
Takes armor!
Ew.
You guys would need a lot of fucking surgery tools to do that. It's actually built into his sheet.
I got Tinker's tools.
That's not
Just shove a
surgery, I'm
whole ass
afraid.
Corpse
I
into
have
the
gay
bag?
audacity.
I have audacity.
Gay audacity.
Cannot be removed with its permission and surgical. What? It's worded weird. I assume without his permission is what it means.
It cannot be removed without his permission and needs to be removed surgically. There you go.
Milliseconds before he fucking death.
I consent.
exploded. I consent.
And you're all wondering, like, what does he mean by that? That's really weird.
He signed a form really fucking quick.
Real fast.
Like,
He gave his like last will. and
Unfortunately,
stuff,
the
right?
form exploded.
Who killed him? D, right?
Yeah.
As the fucking like arrow was like hurtling towards me, like, really quick signed a consent form.
You
It's
can
like
take my armor after I'm
it's,
dead.
it's like Ron Swanson's will, where he just carries a will on him, and then someone asks him like, "What do these symbols mean?" And he's just like, "The person who killed me will know," because he's gonna leave his will and testament to whoever kills him or whatever animal takes him down. He's like, they'll know.
A bear
Like, oh,
eats his heart.
okay, Juan,
grabs a
Ron.
piece of paper. I understand.
I'd never lose to a boar.
So, we'll just keep continuing with that Dorky, because I'm not gonna wait for like we don't have that much time. So yeah, welcome back. You guys have successfully defeated the two phantasms of Sakani, not his avatar. They're different. 2 Devourers, pushovers, little baby bitches, and the Sigillian Prime. The chattest in the room, apparently, of all of his co-workers. How weird. You guys are given a moment to breathe as the purple energy begins dissipating. Those of you with above 20 or above passive perception do note that the lunar fracture is changing. It's coalescing. The pieces are moving now as if, like, well, they're not being held in time and space anymore. And they begin not fully reforming back together. Or if they are, it's not that quick. But they are piecing themselves like a really shitty and broken piece of, like, I don't know, like a vase or something.
Alexander will point this out.
Yeah, it is slowly reforming, and you do see some of the cracks on the plate are going away. So, boop, there you go.
Hey, we got a ball.
Hell yeah.
It's not
What
gonna be
about
good or bad for
our
us.
bonuses? Do any of our like hastes and whatnot go away?
Your hastes do go away, your phantasms do not.
Nice.
So those of you affected by haste suddenly get hit by a round of immense lethargy.
Oh, wonderful.
Like, for this one in particular, because this is sort of in a slight extension of that time rewind. The way I would describe it to you is, like, imagine you just did, like, a really awesome workout. All the lactic acid just caught back up to you.
Oh,
So lactic acid, the
God.
thing that makes you feel sore, you just get hit by it. Because that's actually what happens, by the way. If you don't cleanse your body, your lactic acid builds up. And you guys definitely did not cleanse the last 6 seconds. So you guys all immediately get hit with a wave of lethargy and soreness. Like,
Oh,
oh!
goes limp for a second and Silas's arm just like, eh.
yeah. And then she's just like, I'm gonna sit down on this floor for a bit.
The floor is comfy.
Just like, hey, Silas. Down we go. Nice to see you.
Oh, careful.
It is good to see you. I'm just going to lie down for a second, okay? Yeah, good.
I'll lie down beside you.
Thank you. It is nice to have a friend while I'm down.
Oh.
And you're what?
Oh, you are one off, my friend. You are one off.
Mm-hmm.
So, question, Crash. In this timeline, would Reyes know the former party members that he
No.
campaigned with?
You would have never met them. You have this sort of, again, this sort of sense of familiar. So you know, remember how, like, Abigail sort of saw some sort of familiarity in, like, like you as Sajar and stuff like that. That's sort of where Reyes is at. Like, there's something familiar about a couple of people here, and I'm not just talking about, like, Abigail and Varric, who's Varric, but other people as well. Basically, PCs played by players in the previous campaign. So a number of them do seem mysterious, but a number of them also seem familiar.
For the sake of the narrative,
Fuck! God damn it.
She'll have a 13.
yeah.
No!
I just imagine Varric's probably like standing like right here, just watching, somehow invisible or some shit.
Oof.
Abigail turns to look around to make, like, this is a bit confusing to the phantasms. Like, you know it's real or a lucid dream that feels very real, but it's hard to describe. It's like a dream where it's tricked your sense of reality, right? Where where you're thinking the dream is real.
Right.
So by all accounts, I guess you would think this is real, and then you'll wake up and like, man, that was a crazy dream, and then you find out later down the line, wait, that was real.
Hold up.
I guess this is more akin to sleepwalking. But yeah, Abigail begins scanning around, and she does not see Varric, so he has disappeared.
Oriana picks herself back up and pats Silas on the shoulder, and then also heads off in this direction because she wants to look at the fucking moon fracture thing.
This is gonna go around hugging people. So.
I was just
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Yeah,
sobbing like a fucking
Yeah,
baby.
Magic certainly will be anyway.
Oh,
the copycat's still
From the
here.
floor.
I get a hug from the copycat. Is that it?
That's
You want
on
any
her
hug?
priority list.
Oh,
No, it's supposed to go around and ask specifically you and who the fuck else was it? Not even gonna go near Blair.
Blair's in her Blair corner.
Ask you, Marika, and Kasai, I think, before just hugging everyone else.
Like, ask consent. If hey, can I hug you?
Yeah, it's like, listen.
I think Alexander puts a hand out.
That's a shame.
For what? For
Anush-
a handshake?
Yeah.
Anushka, you feel a
You
tap
in.
on your shoulder.
Yeah, she looks up.
Bro.
You turn around, you see it's Frisk. It's normal. Like you guys just sort of like summon people or whatevs.
I mean, I don't think we've ever summoned each other before, but honestly, it's on par with the weirdness, so...
I mean, hell of a trick, isn't it?
It is hell of a
Jellyfish-
trick. I suppose...
The journey with these folks here, I'm crazy.
Yeah, you fucking telling me, mate.
Suppose we can fiddle? What the fuck? Figure it out later, I suppose, when I'm not wanting to pass out on the floor.
Abigail begins talking with not Secret Captain Blair. Blair only peripherally remembers her? But, yeah. But I think given Abigail's precedent with the Slayers, she probably commands the most respect. Or I don't know if she does anymore, but off the initial basis, it would have been the first one. So, they're checking in. Vasa does go over to you, Oriana, and crouches down next to you as you're like laid out on the floor examining. Just what the fuck is happening here?
At this point, I don't know, and I don't think I'm going to understand anytime soon. I assume it's with gestures at the lunar fracture? Would it be a fracture? It's still peace, but it's like a congealed.
It's still fractured.
Yeah, I assume it has something to do with this, considering the glowing and the gestures at Abigail and Silas, who are also glowing similarly.
What about him? He throws a thumb over at Ray's and that other one. Do you guys know him?
Never seen them in my life. Cause she didn't really see Varric.
Roll perception. You might have seen him
Perception.
mid-combat. I guarantee you it would have been a point of your training to be like,
Aware.
you better notice shit while you're running in combat because it might save your fucking life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think you would have spied him. You do know that he did survive the blast, but he is gone currently.
Right. Does she recognize his... What am I trying to think of? Does she recognize, like, what his kit might be related to? Like, what factions it could be? Or...
Oh god. Make me a history check. This is not something that is... It's
I
not
have
something that's
one-
exactly active.
I have
Can
one
I
die. Yes?
through what is it? Not trial and error, but like when you sort of strike off things it could be. What is that?
Process of elimination.
Process of elimination. Was this kit at all reminiscent of a mercenary group?
You can roll your background information.
And if I roll good on this, I would like to. Ooh.
Don't fucking destroyed it. I don't like how quiet it got. Okay, good. Anytime it gets too quiet, I'm just like, oh god, did my internet die?
No.
So let's see here. As Alexander, you begin like going through it, saying it aloud even. Nothing about him really rings a bell, but Oriana, roll me your history at advantage.
I will do that. I don't...
This
I have-
isn't something that Alexander would not know, but you might.
I have one Kensai die. Okay, if it's really
Process of
shit...
elimination. You know he's not a mercenary.
Oh fuck, she has no goddamn clue.
No
You
way.
have nowhere in this planet.
You have no clue.
She's
Actually, tell you what, how important is this to you? Because I might give Abigail a reroll for her perception, and she could give you one as well, and that'll be her last. And well, unless you guys don't want to take them. Actually, no, fuck Abigail. She was far away when she made that roll.
I think it would be... This is someone that is assumedly important. He just appeared to help us in our time of need. It's like, this is definitely pinging on a radar of just like, there's some reason, at the very least, that this thing thought this person was needed.
Then roll one more time, but not at advantage, because a lucky point re-rolls one of your d20s. It doesn't re-roll the whole roll.
Don't suck horribly. Ah, fuck, it's 11. God damn it.
That's rough, buddy.
It's super rough. It's super not good. I cannot.
I had a bardic.
Can she add a bardic? And also the fucking dude. What's his name? His last wish. Forgot about both of
I
those.
can do that to myself. I don't
yeah,
think
you
I can do it
can't
to other people. It's the wearer.
can't. Yeah, it's a wearer only.
Gotcha.
No. Once you go back to plain size, I would say no, but you're rusty, so you can give a bard now.
Thank you.
Yay, it's a D6, yeah?
Yeah, you guys really think Silas is such a little bard that it's still a d6?
No, I think I don't know the scaling of dice at all. Or the bardic dice at all.
This is over here.
No, that 6 is the one where it really fucking matters.
Don't suck.
Tiny little bard cat.
So that'll be what, 15?
God,
15.
I'm
No,
normal
I guess.
sized.
Oh, fuck it. She'll use her last die on this. I'm saving it for one other thing.
Roll it up.
Die. Okay.
And then you die because you don't have it.
17.
I don't think I'll die, but I think I might fail something that's important to me. Little size.
17. You would have no clue what his faction is, but you can narrow down what type of faction it is. The way he worked, the way he operated, whoever he was, he definitely was religious. That blade of glowing power and divinity was no joke. And you probably were instructed on it as, I don't know if they're competitors, great allies, rivals, your greatest threat for your old line of work. However you want to denote it. There are religious assassins that are trained in the Keplerans. I don't know how to say, they're not a black mark on Keplandic society, but they're like the tool that no one wants to have to use. That hasn't, similar to Revivify, that has not stopped people from making these assassin, like, not cults, but sects. These factions, these orders.
Yeah, it's a needed evil kind of thing.
Yeah, sometimes it would have been a different saint of a different era of the extermination age, but sometimes you need to send an inquisitor to find out the truth. Sometimes you need a crusader to burn out evil. Sometimes you need a blade in the dark to silence darkness forever. That's one of the quotes of making religious warriors back in the day. And that was one of the blades.
I think she's kind of sitting there like scratch her chin, and probably a specific lesson plan popped up with like probably Scabola, definitely Scabola. What am I talking about? And she just repeats like that same information you just said, like almost verbatim.
You're looking for that spook?
Huh? Yeah.
You can't call him that.
You just jumped out the fucking gap in the wall. Risk with his 28 passive perception.
Well, he's not dead because I doubt he would do that willy-nilly.
Shrugs, he's like, I don't know. So I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and he put real good use of the curse I put on the what him called? Sakani, the wizard.
You got it.
Correct. By the way,
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, right. She just points at Frisk as they both say the similar line.
Who be asking?
Name's Frisk.
The name's Reyes.
Well, Mr. Reyes, you did us a real service coming in at such an
Frisk begins poking at you.
Hey, stop that.
I was there just like
some
slapping
wicked
at his hand.
Ow! Got some wicked fucking scales is all I'm saying. Look awesome.
You're like if
I
you saw
got
poking at your
sharp teeth
scales.
too.
Well, if you
Tell
take me out
Master.
on a date first.
Don't tell him about your teeth. You guys got poking those as well. You do not want those fingers in your mug.
I doubt.
I've eaten fingers before. No problem.
Same.
The bones come out the other way.
Ah.
Same.
Goes in how they came out, I guess. Or
What a
comes out
fool.
how they came in.
Who be you then, Mr. Gunpowder?
Mr. Gunpowder. God, I love this voice so much.
Alistair is currently looking at Frisk because his gun does not use gunpowder. I thought you just asked him that.
He
Oh, me?
Looks up, he looks up at you.
I
Tilts his
mean,
head.
if I'm being honest, a lot of shooting just happened. I think the whole room fucking smells of it. He looks at Anushka like, yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Welcome smell it is.
You'll be carrying different boomstick all the same to race.
Mine's a
Never
cleaner
heard of
boom.
the
But
boomstick
regardless,
before.
it is stick-like and it booms. I think it's a pretty apt nickname. But speaking of names, I am the once Captain Alexander Whitelock at your service. And I believe we all owe you, and of course everyone else here, gesturing to the other phantoms, a debt. Are you, he gestures towards Silas, with our friends here? Or are you like that other fella?
Never seen the cat before.
Interesting. What's the last thing you
You be
remember? before
You
coming
smell.
in? Don't smell me.
You the other man, him not here. See him before.
The
With
other
that
man.
I'm a lady over there.
You
She familiar.
you recognize Abigail?
If that's her name, yeah. She be snooping around, peeking.
Does Abigail seem like she's coming over here, or
She heard her name. That's what the role was.
Mhm.
She heard her name and she's walking over and trying to get like a clear line of sight on Ray's.
Yeah, he turns
And
around
there's a sort
faces
of-
towards.
There's a sort of trepidation as she walks back, like this sort of, I don't know how to describe it, like a child years down the line in their life coming back to their childhood home, like this sort of intrigue. Like you're not sure if the home will be better, worse, still there, destroyed. This intrigue.
Don't be dragging your feet, Abigail. Come on over here.
this gentleman says he recognizes you?
How do you know my name?
Him just said it name. I pointed at Alexander.
I did say that.
I'm sorry.
Also, you were the one who was sneaking on me. You're snooping around, peeking with that other man. What him name? With
I'm
the
sorry?
scale.
I'm afraid I don't understand. Can you be more specific?
Some time ago, when I was in the other place, you and the man you were with the scaly chest. Yeah,
Saja.
yeah, that him.
You
He
know
was snooping
Sajar?
around.
Wait, hold up.
And we are both kind of
You
covered
were
in
looking,
scales. So.
looking deep, looking in the other place.
I think it was a charisma save before. My girl.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Also,
Ah.
Orion, you could have rolled perception while you're over there.
Sure.
It's good
I
luck.
don't. Yeah, no. 100%. Like, I have a +6. I think the check is like 25.
I'll be rerolling.
Eh.
I don't really understand what this crocodilian man be talking about,
damn.
but I feel a certain kinship. It's hard to explain. Yeah, what him say?
I know you. I don't know how I know you. But-
Turn towards me.
I do know you. Like a dream. Like what you're feeling right now, I know you. I remember you. I remember others. I remember an opulent house so beautiful I doubt I'll ever see it ever.
Mm.
I don't know if if it's real, though.
If it's not real here, Abigail, it be real in the other place. Does it matter?
She thinks on that for a moment, and then she takes off her helmet, and you could sort of see like a smile under her mask or visor. And you can see she's sort of tearing up a bit at something, like this sort of melancholistic crying. You always knew what to say, didn't you, Race?
That's because I have great grandfather with me all the time. Him the wise.
She looks at the shrunken head, not judgmental, not aghast, not surprised. Between the two of you, there is a kinship that is hard to place, but it is there. And you both try to conjure how, why, all these things. You're the same, but she is definitely different. She's not the woman you knew, even if you're the man that she does. For better and worse.
You be different.
I saw the other me. I don't know how much different I am compared to her. I like to imagine I'm close enough, though.
Different or the same. To me, you will always be friend. I see you.
She's staring intensely at you. More tears begin welling up as you say those words.
I extend a hand. A scaly clawed hand.
A strong hand.
She sets down her spear and takes it slowly, extending her hand into yours. And you both begin to secure your hands upon one another. And there's something there. A quite literal bond between the two of you. And it's calming. It's secure. It's family. It's all those feelings and sources. As you guys eventually loosen your grip on one another, that bond does stay. Tenuous as it is, even in these weird times. Well, while Reyes is here, I don't know how long he's here for, but while he is here, you are benefiting from the bolstering bond.
Oh,
This Abigail is not a cleric, but the old one was.
in Druidic, he'll look over to, as he's looking over to Kasai, he'll say, I don't know what suckle or what practice you from, son child, but that mark on you, I've not seen it before, but...
She holds her hand up to her forehead, which doesn't have the sun tattoo anymore. But she realizes that you're not referring to like any visual or physical mark. And she lowers her hand. You are very keen. Voodoo man.
This is true.
You guys feel the building shake.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
And immediately Kasai like squints her eyes and looks out the gap. You guys could hear the sounds of cannons being fired, spell rifles being loosed, a lot of, I don't know, pirate laughter as well as screams, some explosions happening.
Do we hear at least
Right.
one Wilhelm scream?
You hear at least 3 Wilhelm screams.
Ooh.
Oh.
As that one
That's
guy
right.
dies, comes back, dies again.
Yeah, his name is Wilhelm.
Right.
His name
Yes,
is
we
Wilhelm,
told them
actually, so
to-
it's such a shame.
We did tell him to attack the keep. We should probably get out of here.
That we should.
If we try to get out of here, we'd be walking straight into a bunch of Sigillians. It'll be a repeat of getting here.
If this place be intact. Yeah,
Well,
I think
at the very least, we wouldn't have to deal with the Sigillian Prime anymore.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Celine is like sort of enraptured around the disc. She's like pulling it out of the ground.
Mhm.
Or not the ground, the dais. Dais? I don't know how to pronounce it. She doesn't say anything. She hasn't communicated anything to you guys at all, but Kasai just goes over, takes her war sickle, and like tries to like dig it under like the grooves. Blair, help me with this. Blair doesn't even say anything, she just helps, and they begin like sort of like it's like using a crowbar and a manhole cover. You know, trying to like shimmy it up and out. Because this thing, whatever it is heavy.
Yeah, because the condensed chunk
I'll
of
provide
light.
guidance if need be. If
Frisk,
Kasai's
I'm gonna
not
need
doing
you.
it.
Alright, to save the best for last.
Yeah, need your delicate touch.
Delicate touch. What do I think I am? A knitter? He leans in
Well-
close to you. Only in my off time. Don't tell anyone.
Winks. Alright. Remember, everyone, live with your knees.
You can only imagine how good at knitting he is.
Fucking god
He's the
tier.
best.
Hurrah.
Let me just look at his sheet real quick.
Goddamn knitter out there.
Yeah, you should see the sweaters he makes, Alexander. They're quite something.
What the fuck? How does he have double expertise in knitting tools?
As you guys begin pulling the disc, there, that's a word, out of the ground, it actually begins levitating and floating amidst the lunar fracture, like the rays of it. And then soon enough, the lunar fracture begins glowing brighter and brighter, and you guys
Look at this.
get a bridge.
Whoa.
Just gonna step over there.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
It's a lunar bridge that sort of, it doesn't shoot in a straight line fully, not the entire way at least. It goes towards the mage's tower, the top parts of it, and then it swims upward. So it's enough to deposit you guys at the mage's tower. There might be a bit of a jump you have to make, but not too bad. And then it just goes back in the sky, and as it breaches suddenly into the sky of this cordon zone, this void zone, that dark miasma that's been literally looming over you all begins to crumble, fade, push away. And alongside the roar of guns and blades and spells and that sort of thing, you guys can also hear on the distance a lot of creatures. Sort of like, it's hard to describe. It's not a pleasant sound. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like being in the world's least humane slaughterhouse. It's like hearing a bunch of animals suffering, a bunch of creatures suffering.
Good.
Do we just hear
Yeah,
the
might be
jar guy
fun.
going like, "Oh bother"?
Who knows?
As this bright moonlight manifests before our very eyes, Alexander starts beaming, and he looks around at everyone and says, "Right then." He looks over at Rays and Abigail, the rest of the phantasms. Don't know how long y'all are gonna be here for, but if you're here to stay for at least a little bit, you might as well make yourselves useful. Our new objective: killing the real Tsakani, putting an end to this mess, and getting your book. He gestures towards Anushka with his gun. I'm kidding. You didn't disappoint. I gave you one command and you all followed through quite handily. Though I suppose it's more of a request. Winks at